Hello, DanielleStimpson here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia and Gemini. These are your tarot cards for December 2022. I highly recommend you check out the videos for your sun, moon, and rising signs if you happen to know them all. The playlist is linked in the description below. And in the description below, you can also find information about my online Reiki classes, community Discord, social media, and 5 times weekly Reiki healing live stream right here on YouTube. So without any further ado, let's dive into your cards for this month. So here we're starting off with the sort of the theme for the month, and it's the Three of Swords, which is not an easy card to contend with. This is a card that can represent heartache, betrayal, but most of the word that really comes up to me intuitively mostly is sort of like loss and setback for the theme. How this will show up specifically to each of you is going to be a little different. And I definitely recommend checking out the sun, moon, and rising for your sign to get a little bit better of an idea. But overall, you're going to be moving through this time of sort of loss and setback. We start out the month here, Queen of Cups. You're someone who, in relationships especially, you're very giving of the heart. So there's this sense of you're starting off the month being emotionally involved and invested and holding space for a lot of people and a lot of scenarios and situations. There is opportunity in that you kind of stretch like a muscle and can share, but at the same time, given what we see in the theme, you may feel that maybe this is not being returned in the same way. But that's how you start off, is basically being someone who is known as the person who can hold the space emotionally, the person who can provide emotional security and stability to others, and to yourself. The challenge for this month is the Queen of Coins. Now, coins or pentacles, this represents everything having to do with really tangible things, money, resources, real estate, roof over your head, all that good stuff, work. And also, in a lot of ways, in this regard, this is the way that this card comes up in challenges. This can mean that you need to reevaluate some boundaries, especially because you have the Queen of Cups in the how you start the month out. I feel like this could be about saying, okay, wait a minute, what am I expending and putting out? What am I getting back? And how does that need to shift? How does that need to recalibrate? What do I need to make sure that I'm not going to get burned out and end up left holding the bag, end up left with emptiness and heartbreak and feeling like I'm not being fulfilled? And how do I do that while still being the person I want to be and hold space for other people and still be emotionally involved in things? So this is definitely a sense to suss out those boundaries between places where you stop and where other people begin. It can also, for some of you, be a struggle with how to look at finances and deciding, especially if it's regarding finances, if you're getting like the intuitive sense, or if you see in your other readings that there's something coming up around dishonesty at all, I would look to your finances to make sure that all the money is going where it's supposed to go. But yeah, so challenges are in managing yourself as a resource, but also managing your resources too. What we have for the best way forward is King of Cups. So this shows up twofold. One, you started as the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very much about management and day-to-day. King is like expanding. So I feel like this is kind of giving me the sense that the best way forward is to be a little bit more discerning in how you share emotionally, how you hold space for others, how much you're willing to give before you receive. It also can kind of dictate a little bit better in terms of reaching out for people you love and care about, people who have been emotionally supportive for you, letting them know like, hey, you know what, I actually could use a little support. I could use a hug. I could use just some time to chat and feel like I'm on the receiving end here. And that could be really, really helpful and deeply healing for you. But yeah, it's okay to say no, especially when it comes to emotions. And last is the message from your guides, the whispers from your guides. This is the 8 of coins. And here, this shows up in this deck especially as often like hard work. Coins, again, are physically tangible things that are earth-based. Usually money and roof over your head, that sort of thing. With the 8 of coins in this area, and pardon, my kitten is absolutely enjoying this scarf. The 8 of coins showing up here really tells me that in all of this, there's opportunities to do things a new way and reprioritizing what you want to do and planting the seeds to kind of reap what you want to sow. You may feel left holding the bag and worse for the wear and how much energy you've put out, and it doesn't feel like you're getting a reciprocal amount back. Like it's not reciprocating, it's not paying you back. You're giving and giving and giving, but not quite receiving. This is basically saying, do the things you want to do that will benefit you in the future. Like plant the seeds that will germinate what you want to grow. And with that, the crystals that I have for you this month are Chrysocolla, which helps you to get creative and see new amazing ways to follow your soul's purpose forward. Honey Calcite, which helps you to navigate relationships where you end, where others begin. And it helps you to attract some good new people into your sphere, whether they're colleagues or whether they're friends. And Chrysoprase, which has to do with overcoming disappointment, appreciating yourself and how far you've come, and even if you have a setback, how much you're still moving forward with, even though you may have lost some. So with that, I wish you a beautiful rest of your month, Gemini. I hope things work out for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see the January cards the second that they come out. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.